Rekkanition. Makers of Portland. Now listen with your host,
Yeah. Dude, I don't
That's dope.
think I've ever had a guest that doesn't like comment on it. Like, cause they're like, damn. And that's DJ Zone for you. Like he just does it, you know?
He's dope.
Yeah.
He's dope. I gotta meet this guy.
But yeah, what's up, guys? I know it's been a minute, and so I just want to say what's up. And I brought some really dope people through today, so thank you. Vibe, correct?
Yes, that's me.
Do you
How
go by
doing?
Young Vibe, or is it?
Well, Young KV, you know what I mean? And the reason why is I met some people along my journey from the Outlaws, H Rider from PMR, and he gave me that name. And you know what I
cool.
mean? It stuck with me ever since. So.
That's what's up. And then we got Drew Miller in the house. What's up, man?
What's going on, girl?
DPZ.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for coming through too.
Yep.
I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so dope. I mean, you've been through like a lot, but you're from Portland, right?
Yeah, I'm from the town.
Yeah, that's what's up. And so were you like raised around this area, and then you went to LA, right? Or
Well, I mean, how the journey started was when I graduated school, I immediately like left and I went to Las Vegas. And I bought a one-way ticket to Vegas. And when I bought it, you know, I didn't really know exactly what I was going to do, but I knew I wanted to start my music career.
Yeah.
And my dad always told me, he said, if you're going to do it for the town, you got to leave. You got to leave. So I went there and I just saw some street performers and I was like, hey, I can do that. And I tried it. And then I made this, the guy who was running it, his name was Jack Frost. I made him like, I want to say like $800 in like 15 minutes or something like that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, freestyling about the people.
And that was just like, how old were you? You just got into
I was
it then?
18.
That's
yeah.
what's up. And you just got it. Were you freestyling before when you were younger?
No, I mean, I would freestyle like in class and stuff.
Okay,
like,
so you had a little bit of it.
Yeah, but I didn't really
Yeah.
have like the sauce until like when I realized like that was my income.
Yeah.
And like that's how I was feeding my child and stuff like that. Like I, of course, started studying harder and increasing vocabulary and whatnot.
Oh,
So-
yeah. But now you freestyle like a beast. It's insane. Like it's insane. Like it's something that I would love to be able to do. It's insane. But it got you a lot of attention. Like you were on that Netflix show, Rhythm and Flow.
Yes.
What? What? That's insane. So what was that like?
Well, there's another show too I was on too, but I will talk about that in a little bit. But this show, Rhythm and Flow, and shout out to all my fans and supporters because like it's really because of them. Without the fans and supporters, like
So they got you there, kind of.
Yeah, because I never, believe it or not, I never put a submission video in. What happened was,
so that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually performing out there in Hollywood and Highland exactly, and you know, I recently around that time lost my Instagram page, and it had like 100,000 followers or something like that. I lost it, and I was just upset. So I ended up getting it back, but it didn't feel the same because I lost like so much stuff on it.
Oh yeah.
And then I got a message from a fan, and he was just like, "Hey, I signed you up for this Rhythm and Flow rap contest that I think that you would, you know, kill." I said, "What'd you send?" And he was like, "Oh, that video you freestyling randomly," and it recently hit 24 million views on YouTube.
Damn.
And so he submitted that. They hit me back, and they were like, "Can you actually send us another submission video of you just like telling us why we should put you on Rhythm and Flow?" I did, and they selected me, and they're like, "Where are you at?" I said, "I'm in California, but right now I'm in Riverside." They're like, "Okay, so we don't need to get you a flight?" I'm like, "No, I'm just right there." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll take the flight," but no, I ended up driving. They paid for me to get there, and that's when it all reality hit. Like
That is sick. Yeah. So what was it like when you were performing in front of artists that big? Like, did you get anxiety or anything like that, or was it just normal for you?
I would say like I believe it or not, like I didn't even. It was more of like it was just happening to where I was nervous in the Sprinter van on the way there, and I was nervous in the dressing room, and then I was nervous when we sat in there around everyone. And then the moment that I got on stage and the DJ said King Vibe from Los Angeles, I even got more nervous because I said, "Oh shit, they said Los Angeles. I'm
Yeah.
from Portland, Oregon. What the fuck is going on?" But the reason why I got nervous right there was because I'm like, damn, I know Portland, Oregon. Like they know me, so like they're probably gonna be upset for the fact that these people on Netflix put
Said
me
you
at.
were from
Yeah,
LA.
but they picked me up from LA, so
Yeah.
you know that's where I definitely wanted to clarify that to all my Portland peers and stuff like that. I love you guys, and I have to clarify that even though the television show said that I was from Los Angeles, you guys know I'm from the town. I've been
Yeah.
from here, so
Oh, were people bugging about it or something?
yeah, I had a little
that
friction in my inbox. They're like,
Yeah.
"What the? You know, why would you say something like that?" But I was just like, I didn't say it. You know, when
Yeah.
it comes to paperwork and
Well, and they were just like, "Where are you at?" They're
Where
not
you at?
where are you from? Like,
yeah,
yeah.
So
I
that's
could totally see that. Yeah, I always
Mhm.
wonder why Portland gets a little angry sometimes before they get the whole story. You know what I mean?
I think probably it's because a lot of artists, the few artists that have made it out of here, like they they may not yell out Portland, Oregon like all the time because they're like happy they got out, but I feel like this city is special. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like when you do have a talent, you get out of here, you got to
Yeah,
make
you
sure you
better
tell
say
the world,
something, yeah.
where you're from. So
But you still do in your music and
absolutely,
stuff. So
got to.
yeah, and that wasn't even really your bad. That's just how it goes. Look at Drew over here.
Drew.
He's like
Drew's over
he's a
here.
fanboy.
I thought we were in like some waiting room just chilling. I was like, all right, cool.
Nope, you're right front and center. I told you, man.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Hey, my boy Sean would have loved this.
Yeah.
He's been all
Rest in
over
peace.
this.
That's a crazy thing too to bring up too. Rest in peace to Sean. But
Oh,
once
that was
again,
your friend that passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I met him too.
Aw.
And he was an avid beat maker. Like he loved to make beats, and so I actually got
Get closer.
his old computer, and I've been going through all of his beats. It's been crazy. It's been a rough couple months for sure.
Yeah.
But on a positive note, though, like definitely RIP to my boy PZ. King Vibe. I met him when I was in Vegas, drunk as shit, with my boy Sean. We
Oh,
was
wow.
gambling. I don't know what time it was, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, something like that. But for over an hour, all I heard was this loud bass, and I could hear this guy just ripping apart the music. And Sean was like, "Do you hear that?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Let's get one more drink and we'll check it out." And he kept going and didn't stop. And then as soon as like we went outside, like, and he said he's from Portland, my drunk ass, and of course Sean was like, "Oh, we gotta go up to the front, da 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 da," and he just had a couple buckets just full, just full of money. And he's freestyling about my hat, Sean's shirt, all kinds of stuff.
Well, I'm not. Yeah, he's like for real. Like you just
Yes.
keep going and
And
going.
I was like, I gotta meet this guy. Sean was like, no, don't do that. Don't bug him. I'm like, no. I was like, I need to meet this guy in person. I need to try to work with this guy. This guy's incredible. Did you
Vegas.
not just hear what that guy was doing
Yeah.
off the top for an hour straight?
Yeah.
That guy is one of the most talented people I've ever met. And honestly, after getting to know him, he's like family. He's the most humble guy I've ever met in my life. He would give you the
really
shirt
humble.
off his back,
Thank you.
his last dollar.
Yeah.
I mean, this is proof of it right here.
Yeah.
He said, "Drew, I want to make sure that I put you on." I mean, for what?
Yeah.
You know, like he doesn't owe me anything. Like he has got one of the biggest hearts that I've ever seen in somebody.
Yeah,
And
and you
it's-
can fucking freestyle.
Yeah,
What my favorite
like
part
a
about your
beast.
freestyling though, because I watched a few of your videos, is that you can go so fast, but it makes sense. Where I'm like, how does this guy think that fast? Like, I don't even think I personally actually think like in my head that
Yeah.
fast. Where I'm like, damn, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like when you're like actually saying it, I was like, oh my god, it all makes sense, but I can't even like keep up with it. No, that's what's up.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you came through too.
Yeah,
And
thank
it's
you
dope because
again.
have you guys been using some of Sean's beats or anything like that?
No, I mean it's just like I haven't yet, and I don't know if he has, but me personally, like when it comes, like I'm sure he would respect it and like love the fact that we're doing that, but
It's just weird that they're not there to talk about it.
Yeah. So I don't mind making music for Sean,
Yeah,
but
see
I
what you
just
mean.
don't know about particularly using some of his beats
Yeah.
because like he's not here.
Yeah, what if he's like, oh, I didn't like that one, or like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
He's
it
just
just-
up there
exactly.
angry at you,
It's just the
waiting for you to get there.
That's
to
kind of
like-
why I haven't yet. I mean, I did a tribute track for him, and it was just me that was on it. And actually, my other boy, who we just are about to drop a single with, it's called "Life of the Party." It's going to be dropping real soon. Maybe we can even play it for people. I don't know, but
I think we're playing. Yeah, I'm from Portland, right?
Mhm.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's the jam. Yeah, that's the jam.
Yeah, well, I wanted to show people that we're not fucking kidding about you freestyling. So I think that it might be time to throw in the beat. If you're with it. Are you with it?
I'm with it.
Oh, yeah. I think it'd be dope because we haven't gotten to do that yet on Rekkanition. So this is a start to a new beginning.
Yeah.
All right,
You
let's
know
go.
what I'm saying?
Go crazy.
Yeah, I've
with
been
it.
doing the show for a little minute now. And Andrew will just give me like a little point when he's ready. He's
All right.
ready right now,
Oh,
homie.
we got another Drew in the house. All right.
yeah.
Let's go.
All right, so listen up, people.
Yeah. And first thing first, I'm from Portland, Oregon. Let that be known, you know. Yeah, I'm keeping it real. I'm running the drills. I fell in love with the rap. They give me one chance. That means I'm gonna take it. It means I'm not looking back. That means that I do got your back like AAA. Matter of fact, not flat. And they told me to always go forward. And that means I never look back. And I started with all of the music. Bought me a mic. I learned how to use it. I really do got me a talent. And that really just means I'm improving. If you falling in love with the vibe, I hopped in the game and they calling me Cupid. I've been knocking the game out. I've been beating it down. They call me abusive. I'm really from Portland. I'm yelling out Oregon. The city was raining and storming. City got boring. I jumped on a plane. I went to LA. Now I'm touring. I'm meeting some women and some of them dope, but some of them really annoying. They tell me to win in the game. I'm never gonna stop. I tell them to forfeit. I don't even. I don't know what happened to the beat.
He doesn't even need the fucking beat.
Yeah, you can rip it back.
This
if you want.
internet should be.
I don't know what happened to it, but let's go.
If you do play it again, maybe a little louder.
Check. Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw him turning it up over there, and I was like, yeah. Turn her up. No, I think that's dope, dude. How long do you think it took you to perfect?
Freestyling?
Yeah.
I just would just be like every day, like I like I said, I knew it was my money maker, and I knew that that's really like I have a 6-year-old. I almost said 5-year-old. I have a 6-year-old now. He just turned 6 on the 23rd, and for most of his life, rap took care of him. Like that's how I was making sure everything was good. Like I bought my first car like that, got my place like that. With music. You know what I
So
mean?
it almost feels like an everyday kind of like what someone would feel as like a normal schedule, like 9 to 5. Yours is music, where it's like you just once you do it so long, it's just probably pretty natural, right?
Absolutely.
Well, we ready to play that again? Is it gonna work for us?
Yeah, it'll work all the way through this time. You want me to run it all the way back?
Yeah, let's do
All
it.
Yeah, and turn her up a little bit. I want to hear some more.
Let's go. Yeah. You gotta just make sure you always stay focused. They call me the freestyle king, you know? I'm from Portland, so. Yeah. I'm keeping it going, they give me the mic. That means that I'm never gonna stop it. I'm falling in love with the rap. I'm hitting the streets. I'm making these dollars. They told me to really keep pushing. So every day I've been working harder. And I feel like I'm curvy. That means on my back I be rocking a 30. I really be golden all day like a warrior. These people, they saying how bad do you want it? I want it so bad. I'm sick to the stomach. I feeling like I'm on fire. I put it all up on my father. Put it all up on my mother. I'ma win to the end. And I drove me a Honda. And every time that I leave in the Benz, I never stop it. This is hip hop. Healthy, independent people. Helping other people kill this beat. I think my sound is lethal. Started from the bottom, started climbing. Now this feeling's awesome. A lot of rappers already made it, but they still got problems. Tell the world to Google me. I never been no foolery. I'm shining like Johnny Dang up in Houston with some jewelry. Back in elementary, yeah, I had a bully, yeah. But now he see me on the big screen just like a warrior, yeah. I started out with nothing. I always had a dream, just like the black man, Dr. Martin Luther freaking King. And shout out to Rekka. Y'all better understand that she gon' win because she's sticking to the motherfucking plan. This is real life. I sip the beat like it was Texas with some real spray. I got some straps up in this game, and that's a real dyke. I'm talking about this gang, so we splash. I'm first place up in this game, but I never been last. Treat my life just like Monopoly. Roll the dice, that means I'm king vibe. I get my property. Running in this race, but I've been running on full battery. Mathematical equation, king vibe is solving it. Dang, ain't no problems, yeah. My mama always told me if you want it, never stop. Yeah, I always had that dream just to reach to the top. I'm reincarnated, BMR. I'm feeling like like I'm Pac. Yo, I'm always being me and they can never take my spot. A lot of rappers in the industry, they super in and out. I can eat some steak, but I prefer to eat some in and out. When I go to LA one set, see, I'ma shut it down. And why you think I always see the fans and leave them in a smile? I'm keeping it going, I've been elevated. I'm smoking a blunt and I'm feeling Jamaican. You give me a chance and I'm ready to take it. I don't really mess with them, never been racist. I'm keeping it lit from the jump. And you understand I'm the man. And the only thing I really did was really just stick to the plan. A businessman, a double M, a Muslim man. I slow it down, see, I'm a king. I gotta flip it like we was flipping pounds a couple months ago. Remember, they ain't even want me round until I pulled up like a semi, started spraying out these rounds with these lyrics. Gotta water whip it, cook the beat in the kitchen. I'ma aim and I ain't missing cause I do got precision. This the life that I love. And I just know that I am young, but anytime I hit the booth, that means I'm dropping the cut. Keeping it going, I've been elevated, I'm never gonna stop now. This is the reason I'm dropping the album, MVP the top now. They told me everything that we dropped from the head, they said it was hot now. Means that we really gotta take it now. Tell that city that I've been proud. Put me all up on that sway in the morning, maybe that talk show. PDX, look at me, really killing this rap though. Shout out to Rekka, we gon' give her recognition. If y'all can't take all the heat, just step out the fucking kitchen. A lot of people tripping on her, I don't know why. I heard her music, yeah, this girl right here was really fly. She got dreads, but she's keeping it real. Yeah, that's the type of motherfucker who designed for a deal. So if y'all wanna get it now, y'all should really listen up. See, yo, the industry is sick, like it just needs some 7-Up. I just hopped up in the industry. Wait, before the industry, see, I was in the streets. I'm different, yeah, I've been unique. Read the dictionary, I was only 16. And pull up to the shows and hop out of the limousines. And gotta live it right, and you can never ever stop me. I'm confident, never cocky. I knock it down like I'm Rocky, keeping it going. I said shout out to my father. Remember when he grounded me, took away like everything, television and PS3, had my brain in some poetry. But now I am an artist, they respecting my authority. Shout out to Rhythm and Flow. But since they put me on that show, they should have called it like Rhythm and Goat. I got a flow that I cannot control. I'm like the boat, like Kodak said, man, let me drive that boat. I'm keeping it real, now this is the deal. I gotta rip this beat. I heard y'all want that freestyle, except my style not free. I got a family, Portland, Oregon, so we all gonna eat. And I just told y'all right now, I'm finna drop me this speech. Yo, I'm going a cappella on this mic. I'll never stop it. Just remember, this freestyling started with some topics. I'm shooting like we all up in Houston, like I'm a rocket. I heard that you're a goon, but in this game I've been a problem. I'm the goblin. I'm loving rap. I hope you love it too. This is my go one. I ain't never had no go two. This is my plan A. I never had no plan B. But shout out to my mama. Yeah, it was no plan B. You feel me? Freestyle.
Dude,
King
oh my
Bud.
god. You just keep going and going and going, dude. Like, so you know what it reminds me of? It's like, do you know who Sci-Hi is? Sci-Hi the Prince?
I heard of him before.
Dude, you should, like, seriously, and you don't, like, listen to him all the time? Like,
not yet, but I
dude,
will.
it's
though.
insane.
I
Like,
will.
and you're, how old are you?
I'm 26.
Yeah, so you're, like, young fucking, that's insane.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, you're fucking killing it.
Thank you.
I'm speechless. Like, no, and thanks for shouting me out, though. That's tough.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. You got to let everybody know, you feel me? Like, I feel like personally, too, and I'm just going to go ahead and clarify it. Like, when you do get friction in a town, like any type of friction, when you got something good going on, it's because you're popping and they see you and you're dope. And a lot of people can't control the heat. They don't like the fact that there's somebody else out there doing it better than them. A lot of people didn't like the fact how Eminem came in, slaughtered the game. They didn't like that. Even MGK tried to come from. There's a lot of different artists that have to go through that, and all that means is that you're ahead.
Well, and you still got a dream, so it's like you
Yeah.
can't just like stop your dream for being the color of your skin.
Exactly.
You know, like, yeah, white people are guests in hip hop, and I have been my whole life. So it's kind of like I'm pretty much part of the family now. You know, like,
I love it.
you know what I mean?
Absolutely,
It's like,
I dig it.
once you've been hip hop for so long, you can't really. It's in your blood at that point.
Rekka for president.
For president.
And I just want to point out real quick, we've been having internet issues all day, and it didn't even fucking phase you at all.
Yeah,
Like
I
twice,
know.
2 times, you're like, I don't give a shit, right? It
Yeah.
literally does not matter.
I
So
know.
I'm sorry on my end that happened, but you're a fucking goat for that.
No,
It's all
I think
good.
that
Thank
is
you.
really dope. Like the issues with the show, and we still like got it just going. But that's the nature of this show, is we just go with the fucking flow, man.
That's what I love.
Yeah. And so, what are your moves now? Like you said, you had a show last night. Do you have any more in town? Anybody could go check out?
Yeah, this is so much to talk to you guys about. But December 17th, they booked me at the Mystery Bar for Big D's 36th birthday,
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe. They got me on the lineup there.
Seems like that's like the only spot really doing much
That's
shows.
like the main spot, I think.
Yeah,
You know,
I
and
noticed that.
I gotta just tell too, Portland, be careful. You know what I mean? You know, because a lot of these club venues are the same venues that everyone go to, so they know this is where we're at. You know what I mean? So I would just say move very strategically. You know what I mean? Be very smart when you go to these shows and stuff. And just
Yeah, well, like Portland in general is becoming a pretty scary place.
yeah.
And it's like I'll touch on it a little bit too, because it's been something like I work with like the collective of like the music in
Mhm.
Portland, and you know it's like a big thing. I mean, even the dance studio got shot at. There was like a shooting even at the Mystery Bar like months back.
You talking about Hip Hop Association Academy?
No, it's just like the hip hop PDX with like OG1 and like there's a few like board members, and we just go have the meeting of the minds. all
Okay,
the
you
time.
said the dance studio. Is
But
it?
the dance PDX one fused.
Oh, okay, Fuse.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
okay.
I mean, it was after hours, thank God, but
Okay.
somebody shot there. There's just a high amount of shootings right now, and so it's like I have a feeling that's kind of the pushback with like venues having
Yeah.
hip hop shows, and so I feel like something sort of needs to be done. You know, I
Yeah.
don't know what, of course,
I
but
think
it's
really
getting crazy. Like
yeah, I think what it really needs is
some peace.
Portland
spread.
artists, and this is just me saying this in a respectful way too. Like what you put out is what you receive. So like if you're in the studio and you're rapping about pimping and hoes and gang and I got that thing on me. Like somebody gonna check your temperature. You know what I mean?
I see what you mean.
Yeah, whether it's gonna
Where
be
it's
now,
like
now or later. So I
what
just
goes around comes around kind of thing. Yeah.
I just recommend everybody like just to spit. We need some positivity in the city, whether it's gonna come from the artistry or
Yeah,
just
like if we want to
voice.
see positive change in the world, we have to be that change, right? So
Yeah.
coming out with like positive music and energy, especially
Yeah.
when we're at shows, of course, too.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope things start smoothing out. I think it's starting to. You know, people
Yeah.
are starting to realize that we shouldn't really be fighting with each other. We should be coming together and having a good time, you know?
We should. That's the Portland I remember 10 years ago, like when we would actually be able to go to Barracuda, venue
Yeah.
126.
Yeah.
You know, we would all the rappers would come together and just go to these clubs and have a good time. Nobody would get shot. No,
Mhm.
nobody get robbed. We would leave and that was it.
Yeah.
But now it's just like you gotta watch your back everywhere.
Everywhere, no matter who you are. I mean, even like Sol Luna, luckily he's okay, but I mean, a couple weeks ago he got shot pretty much just from crossfire.
Mhm.
You know, so people have to be safe out there. And
You know what I'm saying? I gotta say, rest in peace to a lot of the rappers out there that a lot of bad things is coming out and happening. But so Luna, I'm blessed that he didn't pass away. I remember, bro, we used to dance together. You know what I'm saying?
oh yeah, that's what you're saying.
Jerking days, you know. So I remember, bro, and I have all respect. And I inboxed him. And he actually took the time to DM me back after he got shot. So
Yeah.
I just
Well, and he's got
respect
kids,
for him.
or does he has he
Yeah.
has two, right?
I don't know. I mean,
I
he
don't
got,
know, yeah.
but he got-
Yeah, that's a big thing to me too. When I
Yeah.
heard about that, I was like, "Oh no, is he okay? Like he's got
Yeah.
kids, man. Like you got to make it home." And I was talking to someone earlier where it's got to the point where I was talking to him where I'm like, I'm not scared to go out in Portland, but it's like a different kind of fear. I'm not like scared of dying, more or less being like not making it home to my kid. That
Yeah.
is more terrifying to
yeah.
me, in my opinion. Like I'd love to show up to a show and do whatever, but that is in the back of my mind all the time. Like
Yeah, I'll say this too. You know what I mean? I'm not scared of anything. I just feel like life, you're supposed to live it.
it's precious.
It's
too.
precious.
Yeah.
It is. And then, me being Muslim, like I took my shahada like on the first day of Ramadan. And when I did that, like it cleansed me, but it also it made me understand that to not fear anybody but God. Like, you know what I mean? And another human out there in the streets, even if they want to like, have friction and stuff, there's a way for you to move and do it. You know what I mean? It's all based on your energy. What you give is what you receive. So
Yeah.
if you
I was giving out mad energy. I don't know what happened to me.
it should happen.
No, I think that happens too, though. Sometimes when people see you like giving out your good energy,
Yeah.
they want to find a way to dim it. In a way, that's what I felt like was happening to me. Because even remember, I met Bad Habitat with you, Drew, like a couple nights before it all went down. And it was just weird. There was a good like 2 weeks of just positive everything. People talking about me in a positive way, like good energy, getting booked a lot. It was like good energy. And then all of a sudden it was like, well, bam, you know, like
Mhm.
we got to try to get you out of here, you know. So I hope people like kind of change that energy, because the best way to win, and this is to everybody, like the best way for you to win is to be happy for someone else winning.
Absolutely.
Totally has changed my life. Like just being happy for someone, you
Mhm.
know, it just puts like a positive, you know, mindset on yourself and your own goals,
Yeah.
you know, like, oh, I'm so happy that they got that. Now I'm going to go get it, you know, or go get my own.
Absolutely.
So you have a show the 17th. And then what about any like projects? You got like new projects coming out?
Yeah, shout
We're
out
working
to
on one, but
Comedy Central and Tiffany Haddish. I just made it on the
oh
show.
yeah, that's so great.
Yeah, it's called Face Value, but I recently just signed some MDA forms about something else that's coming up, and pretty soon I'll be able to talk about that. But
Yeah.
it's definitely, I'll just give some hints. It's definitely something that everyone watches a lot, and I literally got an opportunity to do this from. I met some good people, you know, in LA that are family, and they connected me with it.
That's so savage.
You know, thank you. And from the music and stuff like that, I love the rap. I love to entertain, but you know, I was thinking in my mind something longevity on how I can keep growing as not only as an artist but as an entrepreneur. So
Mm-hmm.
I did take on acting, you know, and I'm working from going non-union to union, and
Dude, that's savage.
going
So
crazy
you're
with
gonna be
that.
like acting in like
Yeah,
that's sick. So I did want to ask, is it like, is your spot gonna be kind of music based or is it comedy?
it's a little bit of everything. Well, the show with Tiffany Haddish is pretty funny. But a lot of this, if I had to choose like my type of role, I'm not gonna be a picky type of actor. If they want me to do some funny, crazy stuff, then I will.
Yeah.
You know, life is short. You gotta.
I love comedy too.
Yeah.
Like just as
Absolutely.
much as music, I think. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever think about jumping
Oh, I
on
couldn't.
stage?
No, I couldn't, because they come up with just way more funnier stuff than I could have. You know, my mind doesn't work that quick. But I just love comedy shows in general. Like,
Yeah.
I love just watching them. They're
Michael Blackson is one of my good friends too. Michael Blackson's in Archie Postal. They're both comedians, but especially Michael Blackson. When I was shooting the rhythm and flow, he walked outside, and then I was like, "Oh, Snaps is Michael Blackson." He said, "You black motherfucker." I looked at him like, "Oh shit!" He just hit me with the ooh ow, but
yeah.
but it was funny, and I laughed immediately. He's like, "This is what I do, you know. I'm a comedian, so."
Yeah. Well, I think that like comedy can really like change an atmosphere for the good, you know, because there's, even though life is like shitty as fuck a lot all the time, you know, it's nice to be able to laugh about it sometimes.
Absolutely.
So that's why I love comedy. I mean, I even started getting into it during COVID. I started watching stand-up comedy on YouTube.
Oh,
like,
yeah?
Yeah, like we should go to a comedy show.
I'm so down. One of the best comedy clubs in LA is called the Laugh Factory.
The Laugh Factory?
And I saw it like in person, and it blew my mind because I would always watch on I don't know if you remember HBO back in the day. Like they used to always have little comedy things like shows.
The Def Comedy Gyms. Yeah, I remember that.
And the Laugh Factory was on there, and it's in LA.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. So
yeah, because I haven't really even been, like I was telling you the other night, I think, like I still haven't been to like a live, just full on stand-up comedy show still. And I know, and it's because I just got into it. Yeah, like I just found I always liked Tiffany Haddish, so I'm so jealous of that. You got to get a selfie and send it to me.
I definitely I have one. Actually, I'll send it to you a little bit later. Like when we met, like it was in Vegas, of course. I feel like everything happens in Vegas.
Yeah.
You meet everybody
and
in
it doesn't actually stay there.
Nah, yeah, they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. No, it goes on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. You name it, it's there. Yeah, just don't bring anything back home. Yeah. You know, Vegas. So,
but that's dope, like, because you've actually known Tiffany Haddish for a while, right?
Well, we shot that. If you go look at the video that we shot when they did that show, just go look at my face features and look how young I actually look.
Wow.
And a lot of people don't know what television you shoot almost damn near months. Sometimes even a year before you might shoot. Like we shot that 2019, the end of 2019, but it just got released this year.
Oh, damn.
So it's like sometimes the
And did
production.
COVID have anything to do with that, or was
It's a
that?
possibility,
But you don't really know. Yeah.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, I have noticed things like that. They don't rush it. They
Yeah.
make sure it's all planned out so it rolls out like how it should. Yeah. I like that though.
Yeah. So I enjoyed it, definitely.
That's what's up. And so you have a couple music videos and stuff, don't you? Where can people
Yeah.
where's the best place for people to look you up?
Well, y'all can look me up like everywhere, but like when you Google just King Vibe, you'll see that I'm on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio. We recently just made it on WorldStar
Oh, sick.
in Vivo.
Oh,
So,
dope.
you know, it was pretty cool with that. But on Instagram, it's YUNGKV. Once again, it's YUNGKV. And I'm excited, you know, about the journey. But Instagram is pretty dope. Shout out to Instagram for giving me a blue check.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that made me feel good a little bit just because I was like, okay, they're finally seeing me as who I am.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. You're like, I finally got my credit.
I was with him when that happened.
And so I bet.
I didn't even know what that meant.
Yeah.
Like, no, seriously. I
You're
was
so
like, bro,
old
why are
school,
you so
man.
excited?
Yeah.
He's like, bro, I got that check
Dude,
mark. I
I'd
was like,
be
"What's the check
going
mark?"
out to eat, ordering champagne. I'd be like, I'm a whole new person right now.
Yeah.
Because that is a good feeling, at least for people like in our age group, you know, because that's kind of how the music industry works these days. So like when something like that happens, that's a huge like milestone, like something we've been working towards for years. So,
yeah.
So that's
it was
dope.
And it was weird too when they gave it to me. I started like you grab your phone, you're like, is that an error? Like, why the hell do I got a little check there? Like, you know, I was trying to figure out
You're like trying to wipe it off, like
yeah, but then I realized
is something on my screen right now? What's going on?
Yeah, it tripped me out. But then
and it just appeared.
It
or
appeared.
They
It
don't
appeared.
say anything. They just
Well,
give it to you.
I applied for it. I want to say months before, and they just said I kept getting denied. I probably got denied like 20 times.
Yeah.
And you got to wait 30 days every time that you do it to apply for the check. So I kept getting. It was just one day I just gave up. I'm like, fuck it. Like, I don't need no blue check. I'm getting real blue checks. Like, like, you know, I got, you know, I
fuck these
like
haters.
That.
Like,
yeah, I cussed Instagram out. And sorry, Instagram. I love you guys. Thank you for everything.
Thanks for my check.
Thank you for my check. But I cussed Instagram out a day prior. Like, I was on live. My fans like are very supportive. I think I had like 1,000 of my fans on live at the time. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck Instagram. You know, they're not giving me no type of recognition. I've been doing this shit. I was like, on YouTube, 23 million. I'm like, they're just not seeing who I am. Fuck it. I said, matter of fact, I'm not even going to use Instagram after today. We're going to go use TikTok. And I'm just like causing this huge friction, all these problems. And then everybody was like, yo, TikTok gang. I'm like, TikTok gang. We're just putting it in the comments. Boom, 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 boom. Everyone's following it. Right.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure if I would have like not got verified, I would have probably not been using it anymore. But
then the next day,
they're
like, oh, all right.
It was
we hear
literally
you,
the next
man.
morning,
Like,
yeah.
Shit.
So it blew my mind.
It got sent up to their corporate office, and they're like, "We're gonna have to give this guy a pass right now." Like,
yeah, I didn't know what it was. I'm
who
like,
knows? Maybe they had a whole meeting about you.
jeez, that would be insane. That would be dope. But I was just confused. You know what I mean? It's just like, and I feel like any artist would like honestly like get confused. Like if you've been working like so long at something and they weren't giving you the recognition that you wanted, that will make you just explode,
go crazy.
Like, I was doing shows in Vegas, I was traveling the world doing it, and then like I was just didn't understand. Shout out to Poe Money, Poe Money Entertainment. He was the first guy to like get me on television and stuff like that.
That's dope.
And he's from Portland.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, so
see, there is plenty of people that do want to see others win as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because they realize how much it actually comes back to them.
Yeah,
because that's like why even why I do this show and other things like, you know, fundraisers and stuff like that is because goes around comes around, you know. But
I will say this too for everybody watching. If you guys don't listen to Rekka's music, you're fucking insane.
Yeah,
you're insane. I immediately turned.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, no problem. Like I immediately was like, "Who the fuck is that?" When he showed me.
Oh, really?
I said, "Where is she from?" And I said, "We need to get her in the studio now,
right now."
And he was like, "All right, I'm gonna make a call." And he made the call and got you there. And
oh yeah, and I actually pulled through the same day.
Exactly.
Normally I don't.
Hey, big shout out to this girl because I want everybody to know. I know there's a lot of BS going on in the town, like about her, and you know I stay in my own lane as far as that. and I just, stick from what I know. I treat people how I want to be treated. She's always been real solid with me. So I just ignore all the other BS. And the night of my friend's benefit, rest in peace, Sean. Love you.
Yeah.
I had a couple of artists not come through. Not gonna drop any names, nothing like that. But literally, OG1 was there, who you have a really dope relationship with, who's really awesome. Worked with me, had a super busy schedule, pulled up, and everything like that. Gave me a deal, all that. He's super nice person.
DJing that show, yeah.
Exactly. And that was a lot.
Oh yeah, that night was a good night.
Yeah, again, that was a lot because he was like super busy, right?
Is, yeah.
And then just out of the kindness of Rekka's heart, she did like 45 minutes worth of music.
Yeah.
And like, as soon as the beat dropped, I'm like, okay, like thinking, okay.
Oh, because you never heard it, yeah.
Yeah, never heard the name Rekka before in my life. I thought you were about to sing or something. And then you just came with the bars, like, and performed for 45 minutes. And you're like, sorry, guys, I don't really know, like, some of this music. I haven't performed in a while. But you killed it.
Years.
You really did kill it.
Thank you.
So shout out to you.
It always feels good.
I appreciate you very much. Thank you for that.
That
really meant a lot.
Hell
I do too. And then what I was gonna say to you too is for all the artists that's watching, and this is gonna be very like extreme like to hear, but it's the truth. If you don't put at least $1,000 into your project of your one single, what is the point of you doing music if you're not gonna invest? And I say that because Rekka's music video, I don't give a shit what anyone says. Her music video, you can tell that she invested everything. I mean, from the lights to the smoke to the paint to everything.
Yeah,
so
we do that.
For the fact that she did a treatment and made that shit pop, I have respect for her. You know what I mean? I have respect for her whole movement. I have respect for this podcast, for the fact that she's not only just saying like, oh, I'm the fucking shit. Let's give some other motherfuckers my platform for them to come and explain how dope they are too.
Yeah, well, it's because mainly the reason I felt that like in my heart is because all these super dope people around me were telling me how dope I was when I was learning from them. Like I was seeing them perform and I was like learning from them. So I'm like, shit, well, if people are giving me my flowers, like I want to do the same, So like
it's good to take those flowers.
Yeah,
but it's like eventually you're not going to be here. You're going to be in like a bigger city. And when you get to like California or Miami or something like that, you can't, like, I feel like out there, you just got to be like, yo, you got to know, like, yo, I know who the fuck I am and I know what I stand for. So when you walk into those labels, because I feel like it's going to happen very soon for you. Like,
oh, thanks, man.
When you walk into the labels, they're going to be like, hey, how you doing? Like, I remember there was a time where I walked into a label and they were like, how you doing? I didn't speak. Just gave them the pieces. And they're like, oh, you don't talk? And I pointed at my PR, my public relation, and they're like, oh, okay. I felt like if we weren't talking about this deal and how many records you guys want from me, then I don't have anything to say to you guys unless we're going to be business partners. So when you close this deal, I'll speak.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll tell every artist out there, like, if you want the right deal, then you have to come assertive and you have to.
Well, you have to know what
charge.
You want. I feel like some people don't know what they want.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, because there's some artists that have been doing music way longer than me, and they don't even sell merch or anything. Where I'm like, so what do you want to do this for? Do you want to just have fun at the show? Is that your plan? Like, that's fine too if people want to do that. But if you want to make it a career, you have to change your mindset. Like,
go get my new shoes that just came out. Ooh, they're only $190.
I didn't even know that one.
Oh, you came out with shoes?
What?
Yeah, it was a partnership that I did, and we're selling the shoes, and they're really dope, and they look really retro.
What color are they?
The white and brown, and then you can get them in different colors. There's also like a darkest pink for you ladies out there.
Dude, I'll check it out.
You know what I mean?
I'll rock some shoes of yours. Hell yeah.
It's really cool. I think if we were talking about merch, I feel like everyone should go get some. Yeah. And like, this is the type of guy I am too. So you guys understand. You get my merch, I go get your merch.
I'm the same way. Oh my gosh,
Support
the same
for
way.
support.
I'm the same way, totally. Yeah, because that's the same thing. What goes around comes around. Like, I'll literally, I haven't lately because, like I said, Portland is kind of like shady these days. And half the time, I can't tell who hates me these days anymore. So, but right before that, I was at like everyone's shows, just to be there because I wasn't in the mood to perform because I was still like COVID, stay at home in my robe fucking mode, But I wanted to at least be around, know. And just being around and like buying everyone's merch, I was just in a good mood, and then it comes back around. Then those people buy mine and
Yeah.
We all live happily and peacefully.
They were killing. I can't think of the artist last night, but he came so prepared, and it just made me. It made me just think like, damn, like yo, if artists are like coming like this, and they're here.
You don't know who it was?
I don't know his name.
There's a couple. Is it Skylar?
No, I know.
No, you know Skylar though.
Shout out to Skylar.
Yeah.
Skylar, I done went to his studio. We done grew up together. I've recorded with him. I have
Skylar
unreleased
Ray
music
is
with him.
amazing.
Yes, and shout out to him. You know, his whole camp. You know what I mean? Staying clean. I support all of that. You know, 100% because he came from the town. He cleaned up and he stuck with it. And
and he holds it down in that sense, and I like that a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's why I was a big fan of him too, because it also gives like a platform for people who are coming out of addictions to some place to go, because that's what sucks. If everyone around you is just making music about drugs and guns and you're trying to get away from it, like, you know, it's nice to have at least some artists that are like keeping it clean. And
I will say that I got my moments, you know what I mean? If I feel like I got a lot of stuff going on, like, you know what I mean? I got buddies and stuff that passed away and things like that. I might write a song where I'm cursing, like, you know, where I'm pissed off, you know, about the situation.
Oh, I cuss way too much.
it's okay to curse.
Yeah.
And I'll clarify that too to all the fans out there. I know you guys are probably like, what the he talking about? Like hip hop stands for healthy, independent people helping other people. And I feel like when I do shows, I know how to turn this switch on and turn it off. So like if I see that it's all kids, if there's 100 kids here and I'm performing in front of the kids, hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Hassan, and I'm getting ready to perform for you guys. You know, keep it positive, stay in school. But if I know it's that turned up crowd that I gotta, everybody put your hands up. You feel me? West Side, go crazy with it. Like I will.
Yeah.
But as long as you have that switch, like you know how to turn it on for the right situation, you know what I mean? And I tell a lot of the supporters that you don't necessarily have to curse and be a derogatory individual to connect to the peers that you love.
Oh, yeah. Like I was telling you, it's been something that I've been working on, like just because I don't want to have to work on it when I perform live where it needs to be clean. Like I want it to just be clean.
Yeah.
So I at least want to have like a full set of just clean, you know, good bars that, you know, people will still like and vibe to. Yeah.
They asked me that too at a radio station out in Miami. They said, why'd you curse on that song? And I said, life is tough. And at that moment when I wrote that song, I was going through a shitty time.
Yeah.
So I wrote down everything how I was feeling, and that's how it came. So I said, if you guys have an issue with how I deliver my message, then you don't got to support me, you know, at this point, because it's like there's a million other supporters that's going to support me and you don't got to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
well, and I don't think like, obviously there's amazing commercial even songs that have mad cuss words in them, you know, so it's not like bad, but it is nice to even just, like I was saying, for your own performance needs. Because I would see like, you know, some of my favorite artists like Meg Thee Stallion and stuff performing something that has tons of cuss words in it, and then they have to bleep out like every other word. And I'm like, man, could you imagine performing that? Like how hard it would be to not say.
It teaches structure too. Like if you know you got a song like that has a bunch of curse words in it and they tell you that you have to bleep it or you're gonna get fined. Like radio interviews, they do that sometimes. They'll be like, yo, if you curse, we're gonna fine you every time.
Yeah.
And you gotta sign an NDA to tell them like, yo, okay, like I agreed to that stuff. See, that would have been a fine right there.
Well, that's why we got the podcast, though, you know.
Podcast fine.
Say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, I love it.
So what are you guys up to tonight?
Studio.
Yep.
Laboratory.
Might have to come say what's
You
up.
should.
Yeah.
You definitely should.
I'm definitely more in the mood tonight. It's Saturday, so I'm like, you know.
Shout out to Lil Rue too. I got a single coming with him, Lil Rue, and also Smash from Amio. I believe he's still signed to Amio Records. With RJ, I just talked to. It's a lot of features going on. I just recently got a feature with Famous Dax. Dax, am I saying that right?
Dax?
Yeah.
Wait, Famous Dax or Dax?
Famous Dax.
Dax. Okay, different person.
No, you don't mean Dax, that guy that freestyled for like 20 minutes.
No, so Dax, I know that guy too.
Yeah,
so
I remember you telling me that.
Look, I'm gonna go into that too. I did a concert in Hollywood and LA at a club called the Library, and they picked me and him as the headliner performers. I was a co-headliner and he was the headliner. He performed, and when he was performing, the crowd didn't really like. I don't know. They was digging him, but they didn't really like. He pulled me aside and talked to me and was like, "Yo." Crowd was kind of like, what's going on? And then I performed and they went nuts. and that's how we both connected. He started asking me like, yo, why do you think the crowd did that? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm underground and you're like commercial, like, and they love I don't know what it was, but
they love the underground more.
yeah, it's hard to say, but I just
it
know.
Depends on the crowd. It
Yeah.
really does. Yeah.
And I told him that. I said, you sound really good out there, bro. I said, in all respect, I will definitely work with you. And he said, bro, I dropped out of college and this is what I want to do. I said, by all means, do it. You know, you're really good. That's why you're the headliner and I'm a co-headliner. I'm not on your level of success yet, but one day I will be. And I told him that exactly. He said, you know what? Let's flick it up. We took we had a photo shoot damn near inside the club. And he hit me up the next day and just said, hey, you got talent, keep working. And anytime I tried to message him after that, he never hit me back. But
so he was kind of burnt. He was like, oh.
He blew up after that, you know, and it happens, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, some people blow up quicker than others, but he definitely.
Well, and some people, they take it like, oh, you're ignoring me. I wouldn't doubt them just being ridiculously busy.
Yeah.
You know what ridiculous. I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm not even busy and I like don't hit people back sometimes where it's like, so if I was like crazy busy, I would need an assistant.
Yeah,
just to hit people back.
I'm like that too. Even with the my lady friends. Let me say that because I'm not seeing anybody. I am single. I'm married to this microphone, and I love her. You feel me? But you know, even with like relationships and stuff, like females be like, "You're too busy. You're too busy." If I'm too busy, then we don't need to talk at all because
it just means they need to find something to keep them busy too.
Yeah,
you know
it's not gonna be me because I'm in the studio. So.
Well, if somebody was as busy as you, then they wouldn't notice because they'd be so busy.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely run into that a lot. Some people will think that I'm ignoring them, and I'm like, no, trust me, dude. Like my mind is just in a million places, and I don't have time to chill. Like, sorry.
That's what I'm sure everyone knows Dr. Dre, right?
Mm-hmm.
So his son Curtis Young. Are you guys familiar with him?
I haven't heard his music. I'm assuming he makes music.
Yeah, he's more the engineer.
Oh, okay.
But he does make music.
That makes sense, yeah.
And he put me through boot camp and he took my phone. He took it. He said, no communication with anybody. And you're going to be here for this amount of time. And we got to learn how to do this and do that. And you got to work on this type of flow and that type of flow. I need you to read this. And I was going through hell. Like, yo, this is...
Can't have my phone.
My phone. Like, no Instagram? What the fuck you talking
I can't
about?
brag about all... Well, not brag, but... Fans like to see what you're doing.
They like it, but
I call it bragging, but it's not.
It's
people like to
letting
see
people
it.
see it. So, yeah, he was just like, trust me, you'll thank me after. And I was like, all right, cool. And
did it feel good after?
It did. It taught me.
How long was it?
It was a total of 3 weeks, I think, total without me having my phone
at all.
Yeah.
Man, that must have been nice though.
Yeah, it was dope. It cleansed my brain. Like I felt like instead of like my neck, you'll see me like crack my neck a lot because I've been in like a couple car accidents. But I think I can't even blame the car accidents anymore. I think it's more of me just always looking at my fucking phone.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And and that's bad. It's bad once you just always go into Instagram. But you know, like I said, that's how I feed my family, you know, through music. So I have to always be.
Well, I notice we get used to it, but sometimes we just need a break, you know, to realize how addicted we are, to be able to like space it out. Because I kind of did the same thing just kind of naturally because everyone went all like wild on me on Facebook or Instagram. And I was too busy working. Like I was working like 11 hours a day. Yeah. And I didn't have time to reply to everyone, and it was making me crazy where I was like, it was just blowing up and like crazy, and people were like, you're ignoring us. And I'm like, fucking working, man. Like, I don't know. And then after that, I just took a break, like a good solid. I still went online to post my things, but I deleted the apps off my phone. And it was weird. Like I kept going to like go use them. It's like a natural, just like autopilot, like opening up those apps. And when I couldn't find it, I'm like, oh no,
what's going on?
Yeah.
That's how it was when I lost my phone at that bar that night. I was just so confused. Like, where
were you near like home or where were you?
Somebody basically got me like, and that's a rule of advice to everyone out there listening. When you do get a name and become someone and people know you for what you do, just be very cautious on who you choose to talk to and do things with. Because when I went to the bar, the guy, he was like, oh, shit, I know who you are. You're King Vibe from Rhythm and Flow. I was like, yeah, cool. I tried to brush it off and hurry up and go back to the seat. When I went back over there, he was like, yo, can I buy you guys all drinks? And it's about 5 of us. So I'm like, all of us? And he was like, yeah, all of you guys. He's like, I'm rich. I got money. He was like, I'll buy you guys drinks. I'm like, okay, so why not? He buys us drinks, and he buys us another round, then another round, then another round. He's talking to me constantly. Then my phone ended up missing.
Do you think he took it?
I think he took it.
Fuck.
I think he took it.
Dude.
Because we live in a day and age now where when a phone comes up missing, you can track it somehow in some way. I didn't have Find My iPhone on, but anytime that I knew
Could
my
you tell
email,
if he was like on any of your?
it said in my Google that popped up when I signed into my email, hey, someone's trying to sign in. Can you repeat this number? And it was giving a number to give to them, but I had the phone.
Yeah.
So I kept denying it, but they must have did it about 30 times. So whoever
trying to get in.
Yeah, and then I had my
I wonder
iPhone.
what they were trying to do.
They
Because
probably,
they're pretty useless,
Yeah,
Maybe he even watched you put your freaking.
maybe he
pin
didn't get
in.
it, but he didn't get in.
Oh,
I don't think he got in.
dude.
Because it was a paperweight after a while.
How weird.
Yeah.
How awkward and weird. Imagine he's just trying to hack in and become you, steal your identity.
Shit, go for it.
He like does lives and just points it at the ceiling.
Like, yo,
just to get the high of the clout. Like it
That's
always
hilarious.
You know what it is wild though, that same venue Mystery Bar. The first time I went out for the first time since COVID, I think it was a good 2 years because I just stayed home the whole time. Well, I worked and stuff, but that's about it. But then I went to the Mystery Bar, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was because I haven't partied in a while and I tried to drink as much as I normally do, but I got white girl wasted. I was fucked up. Yeah, I was stumbling to my car, and my friend was like, yo, come with me. You're not driving. And then I went down the road to my buddy's house, and I woke up in my homeboy's bed. And I was like,
Oh,
where
shit.
am I? Well, it wasn't weird. I had pants, boots on. It was,
Yeah.
I was so locked down, nothing happened. But I woke up whoa, where the fuck am I? I had no idea where I was. And then I got up and I couldn't find my shoes. And then I couldn't find my phone or my purse. And then Zone showed up at 7 a.m. with Taco Bell for some reason.
Jeez.
And he had my shoes and my bag and my phone. And I was like, you're a real friend. And I was like, you got me somewhere safe.
And that's the reason why I'll tell everybody, all the fans and everybody watching, that's why you got to have a unit.
Yep.
You got to have a few people around you that you really trust. And that's it. I got my clique, BMR,
Yeah.
Businessman Records. I know for a fact that if I
they
go to
saw
the club,
you in a situation.
yeah, if I went to the club, I don't drink already as it is, but if I went to the club and I knew I was around a bunch of girls or something, I know H Rider's gonna be like, bro, don't let them girls influence you to drink. Let's go. You know what I mean? And I trust them, so I know that my life is in good hands. Same with Drew. When we go out, he's like, oh, bro, you good, bro? You need anything? What time we supposed to leave? When you have a schedule and you have good people around you, it just makes everything better. But if you just imagine you got 7 people with you and you're rolling in the car going to the club, you think all 7 of them motherfuckers like you?
No way.
No, somebody want to get you at some point.
Yeah.
So.
I guess if it was a certain 7 people, then yeah. But it'd have to be those certain people, you know?
7, you never
and
know.
You're not going to catch all 7 at once, you know?
Never know. Yeah.
And whenever there's a group of 5, there's usually one really good one and the rest are
It's one, like the Nipsey situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Nip, but I ain't even gonna speak too much on that. Rest in peace to Nip. I'll just say it at that. But just you got to be careful with your partners. Some of your own partners will do you like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, and I saw that when everything went down about my hair.
Yeah.
I saw that instantly. There was a couple people where I was like, damn, bro, I can't believe you didn't call me.
Right.
Out of all the things that were go down.
They wanted you to respond and they wanted you to react in a way that you wanted to be aggressive. They wanted you to do that. But for the fact that you came bro, fuck you guys. I'm going to still do me.
What could I possibly do?
You didn't do anything wrong.
Well, I'm just saying that and there was nothing to solve it. The issue.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's literally nothing I could do right. So what can I do other than do me?
Yeah. If people tripping about a white girl with dreads, they must have haven't been out of their element. They must have haven't been out of state. They must have just been stuck here in Portland. And
when I was in Baltimore, people loved my hair.
Yeah. Go to Jamaica, go Miami.
Oh yeah, the
you
Rostas
see girls
love me,
everywhere.
Most do at least. Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't,
Well, anybody who knows my character, and that's the important part, and that's why it'll always shine through at the end.
Yeah.
That's why I just kind of stuck with it. Like I said, I was pretty busy working when it was actually happening, which that was the only stressful part, I think.
Yeah.
Because I was like, shit, bro, I can't reply to any of you. I have no service in the middle of fucking nowhere, driving all day.
Is he the guy in the video?
What video? The I'm Back video?
Yeah.
No, no, that's Akira.
I was gonna say, bro, get over here and come and rap.
You
bro.
know what's messed up? I'm gonna speak on this for Akira as well. Is Akira? That's his actual name.
Akira.
And then after they got done coming at me, they went after him because of his name and his parents naming him that, and they were telling him to change his name
Shit.
because he has a Japanese name and he's white.
Yeah, my name's Hassan, and I was born Christian, but like I said, I'm Muslim, so
Oh yeah,
it's like even my family are learning to, learn that I am Muslim and I do this, you know what I mean? And some people growing up, they would be like, Hassan, you're African, you know what I mean? They would say all sorts of stuff to me, and I'd be like, I'm African American, like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It doesn't.
well, it's your name.
My mom named me
Yeah,
that, and I love it. I
exactly.
love it. I love it because it brought me to where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Like it was meant for me to be a Muslim. So.
I like that name.
Thank you.
It is dope.
It's my son's name too. By the
Oh
way.
really?
Yeah, it's H2 right there.
H2. Oh, that's what's up. That is really dope. Does your kid live in Portland or?
No, he's in Alabama with his mother.
Oh, cool.
Right now, but
I was gonna say we should link up Playdate style.
Oh,
at
yeah.
the studio.
Definitely bring the kids to the studio. Yeah,
I tried once and it was a nightmare. I'll never do it again. Not
Man.
until she's writing. There's no way.
Yeah, there's two since a lot of the world's watching too. There's two kids specifically that I want to give a shout out. There's three kids that I want to give a shout out to outside of my kids, but Yusuf and Fatima. And on top of that, what's your boy's son's name?
Yeah, shout out to Caleb. A shout out to Malachi and his youngest 2-year-old Jackson.
And
those are like my boys.
Exactly, they're amazing. And the reason why I give this shout out, to these amazing kids is because they're the generation to upcome. And every time that I'm around them, I feel good energy. When I'm around, specifically when I'm around H's kids or even my son, I just feel like getting in the studio and making a hit because of the energy that was brought to me. So, I feel like a lot of the kids, they don't get no recognition. I just gotta go ahead and throw it out there too.
No, that is dope. Is your kid like into music?
My son be trying to do it. When I get in the
That's
studio,
dope.
he'll put the headphones on. He'll be like, his famous song that my son always does is chicken wings,
hot dog and bologna, chicken and macaroni,
yeah. And then he does another one,
chilling with my homie,
Granny's house. I don't want to say by FTV. So I told him one day we was in a recording in the studio. He said, "Daddy, let me do it." I said, "What you gonna record?" He said, "The chicken wing song." Duh. I'm like, no. I'm like, dude,
you gotta come up with your own.
You gotta have your own stuff. I said, "You're gonna get sued, son." He's like. He said, "I love the song. I don't care." So at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let the kid just record. I let it. We're not putting it out or anything yet. But
and they can do covers,
they
right?
Can do covers.
Yeah.
He's 6.
Why not?
He's 6 years old.
Nobody's gonna go in for him. There's no way.
Yeah. If he wants to be a cop, if he wants to be a fireman, if he wants to be a rapper, I support whatever.
Yeah.
But he's good.
Yeah, that's
I'm not gonna lie. My 6-year-old, he has talent.
Does he kind of freestyle? Like, do you ever hear him like mumbling off to the side?
Yeah,
I hear my kids sometimes.
Yeah, there'd be times like where he just be like rapping and stuff. Like he called me one day and he was watching my music video, and I called his mom back like, "Yo, did you make him? Did you put this on for him?" She's like, "No, he finds it on the Roku thing. He finds it and watches it." So, for the fact that I influenced my child to enjoy music and he just wants to do it now.
Yeah, that is dope. I've been trying to get my kid into it, but I did notice the more I push, the less she wants. Yeah. So I just kind of act like I don't want her to do music or something.
And how old is she?
She's 6, just turned 6 on. I think we were talking about it the other night on the 27th of November,
so cool.
right? And then 23rd of November.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see?
That is so cool. The birthdays are like right there.
Yeah. And she I think she's going to be a singer instead of like into hip hop. She has that style to her where she's like more touchy-feely and girly. Yeah. She is so girly compared to me, man. It's insane.
I mean, you're girly too. I mean,
no, dude, she rocks dresses and it's...
So you don't do dresses?
Unless I'm like at a wedding or I find one that's pretty dope. Like I'm into like punk emo looking girl like dresses. Those
that's
are cool.
Lit. I prefer a wedding like that anyways. Like
yeah, like when I get married, I'm going to wear a black dress and every black roses, and it's gonna be all
When I get
goth
married,
and
I'm probably
awesome.
gonna have some red bottoms on and
Yeah.
and a New York type of jacket. Like, yo, we get married or no? Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, that's what it's gonna. I don't expect the white dress and
Oh yeah, like
that
to me,
traditional
it's
crap.
so culty,
Yeah,
isn't it?
It's cold.
It's-
Yeah, that's exactly the word.
It's culty.
It's cold.
And so for me, like I want to have like a full on rap show.
Yeah.
Like when I get married, it's gonna be a full on hip hop
That's
show.
dope.
Like I want to have DJs like
Mm-hmm.
you know battle back and forth and like break dancer or breaking or breakers. Breakers.
We're
right?
definitely you're
But
performing at my
Breakdancers,
wedding.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's a good wedding to me, and like I just feel like nobody would like expect it,
Yeah,
and I wouldn't tell anybody. I'd be like, just dress fly as hell.
yeah,
And
definitely. Everybody just pull up, dress up. You know what I'm saying? Bring your raps.
yeah,
They're gonna be like, "What do we bring for your wedding? Bring your raps."
Yep,
Yeah,
everybody.
it's time to rap. So,
Was there anything else you want to cover before we get out of here? Do you have anything else new?
Well, really, just like my album is. There's a new album releasing. I know everyone was
When-
asking me about Twisted Reality Volume 2. That's definitely releasing New Year's.
Ooh, sick! New Year's coming up.
And shout out to Ghazi and Empire, the distribution company, for allowing us to get our music on the platforms that it's made it on recently. World Star, Say Cheese TV, iHeartRadio. I'm excited about all that, but you know what I mean? Without me saying too much, there's a lot of changes happening this upcoming year. You know, we had to make some executive decisions on some of the things we were with, just to better our future. So the only thing else I really got to say is go fucking download Rekka's music right now. Go watch all her videos.
Thanks, bro.
And my boy right here, you guys, I have to say, like, Drew,
What up?
he's somebody who wants it that bad. So, you know
Well, and
what I
he's
mean?
got
He's
mad
gonna-
love, and you got drive too.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? When you lose somebody that you really love, you just realize how truly short life is.
Mhm.
And it's like with COVID, you can't get any kind of therapy or anything right now. Everybody's busy, all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm straight, right? But music, I've always just had that connection to it. I started making music on Sony Music Generator 1 like 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Then that just graduated. I got my degree from Full Sail. Then because of COVID, you know, working for the bank, you know, doing what I had to do. But it's like a switch just flipped in me.
It did.
Just
He
I've
called
probably
me
done
at
like
the
I
20
feel like
tracks
I met
in
you
the
right
last
when it was flipping.
3-4
right?
months.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's still not
Because
done.
I remember
It's
your
still not
energy
done.
that night where you're like, because that was the benefit show, right?
Yeah, and I'm live right now. And people are like, "What radio interview, Drew? What you doing?" I'm about to hit these people over the head. And let me tell you, this guy right here, King Vibe, has been so supportive, so supportive.
If I
All
got
his
your
fans
back,
are
I
showing
got
me
your
love.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If I got your back, I got your back. Actually,
Now I know why they call you Vibe.
the vibration is correct.
because it's a vibe. That's why.
Yeah.
Can I blow you guys' mind real quick to end it?
Yeah.
Can we let's do I love ciphers, right? So like that beat that we played, can you and me and all three
You
of
want
us-
me to spit on
Yes.
it? You know I don't freestyle, homie.
It's cool. You can spit.
Yeah, I
whatever
don't
you want.
freestyle anymore.
Yeah.
I used to be able to, but now my
Oh,
stuff is all written.
shit.
That look, it's not about freestyling right now.
Ah.
Just have fun with it. Like whatever you know, just spit something to it. But I just want to see where our brains is at right now. Let's have some fun.
I guess so. I mean, I'll try.
Vibe.
I'll
it's
probably-
a vibe.
I'll
Is this the vibe right now, vibe?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably
King
just gonna
vibe, yo.
spit something I already know.
It's
like,
good.
But
It's
whatever,
good. It's good.
yeah.
It's good. It's good. Like I love to do stuff like this because it doesn't only like open up the artist, but it just like you may not even know that you can
Yeah.
freestyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the gift of having that is just unbelievable.
Oh, but of course you're gonna do it to me live. But
yeah.
Girl, he's doing it to me too.
Yeah.
What the fuck? It's
You're
a
going
vibe.
first. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
Rekka's a goat.
He's
And
not going
my boy-
first. There's no
No,
way.
no,
he's
I won't go.
going-
I can't follow that, right?
You know.
Just whoever it is, we're gonna have fun with it. You know what I
Are
mean?
you down, Andrew?
Yeah.
Taking me back. Yeah.
You got stuff written in there? What the fuck?
He pulled out the notes.
I have to.
I was
I have
like,
to.
what the fuck? I
Let's-
don't even have any. Mm.
Uh-huh.
Check it. I just gotta win at all costs, making big time moves just like a boss. You can walk in my shoes with the way that I've lost. These songs gonna make you wanna jump like crisscross. Pour up a drink and let's just get sauced. Life of the party like my name is Rick Ross. Never lose mentality is the point that I'm trying to get across. I'm about to be sky high like some motocross, aiming for the stars like I hit the notch. I'm so refined these days, I just got that gloss. I give the glory to God because he died on the cross, washed away my sins and said you can't be stopped. I give you the gift for a reason, it's your time to rock. The things I've seen most others have not. Tomorrow's not promised, he told me you gotta shoot for the top. I got that Kobe mentality, gotta take my shot.
Let's go.
Man, I feel like just a Mac. No, I don't know.
Come on, record.
All right. Oh, I feel like I'm a magnet. Oh, my vibe is so attracted. I've been going. No, I can't.
Yeah. I like the way that she was spitting your record. She's in the kitchen. They tell me just to take the game now. I took the position. And we ain't never stopping. I'm walking. They think I'm pimping. I gotta win the game. Yeah, I tell them we finally did it. Yo, I like to really rap, so we're gonna have to gas it to the day I'm finally gone, laying up in my casket. Now shout out to my dad, he raised me, it's so fantastic. Always been authentic, I'm real, never ever been plastic. And I've been up on road just trying to have some fun. My father told me if you play with guns, you finna die by one. So I'ma play with all these dikes and I was on. I'm talking about this mic, so when I gas it, I'm the chosen one. Yeah. It's time to just freestyle. I see him watching, so on the block, it's just me and Wow. I got my bro, I see him watching on this live now. He told me just to gas it, so we gonna have to just flow proud. I'm from a city where a lot of people gotta make it. But you can make it right now, just make that decision. We sipping White Claws, we smoking on that Zaza. I'm first place, we never been last. I'm on the road now.
Hey, thanks for saving me on that.
Yo, Rekkos, she's
no, dude, we can try it tonight. I'll work on it. That is something I've always wanted to do.
You know, I love putting my lyrics in my phone. Like,
I never do. I actually write on paper.
See, I used to do that. I used to do that, but it's just so much easier, like in the studio. And until I know it 100%, it's like weird. I used to like freestyle all the time and like at parties, just like wherever. And now I can't do it anymore. I just don't know what it is.
If I'm I'm like totally alone and it's slow and I'm singing, maybe I can kind of freestyle. Like I'll sing stuff to my kid, like a fake lullaby all the time, but I cannot, like, especially how fast you do it. So when you started, were you way slower?
Yeah, I used to just be like, I'm back on the mic and I ain't never gonna stop. I got an album right here. Yeah, they wanna drop.
Yeah.
Keeping it going and give me that beat and I really be waking up early. I'm feeling like I was Curry and they rocking it on it. Yeah, really be all on the beat. I really be going all up to the left, to the right, beating that beat up, I'm knocking it down. It really just feel like a fight. And every time that I grab in the pen, they tell me to write. I'm using my mind, you know what I'm saying? Different speeds, slow it down.
No, it sounds so good and it flows so good. Yeah, he's a fucking vibe. Now that makes so much sense. Did other people give you the vibe name? Or was that like?
I was a dance instructor in Seattle at Rainier Beach Community Center. I was going to South Lake High School. Next door to it was Rainier Beach, and I was teaching there.
Oh,
and
sick.
The kids would call me. They were like, they couldn't really speak English that well because they were all foreign, so they'd be like, vibe.
Dude, Sean's son, every time like I'm talking to him and I'm telling him I'm with you, he's like, oh, you're with Vibe? You're with King Vibe? Like he gets so excited. Like the kids love this guy too.
That is good. That is like what's honestly the most important in my opinion. And that's why I have been trying so hard to like cuss less. Because even my kid one time was like, Mom, why do you cuss so much in your music? I was trying to sing it the other day and I couldn't because you cussed. And I was like, ouch, girl,
fail,
ouch. I know. She's only 6, so I was like, you're right.
Yeah.
My own kid's calling me out.
It happens though, you know what I mean? And the only tip, if I was to give anybody a tip on freestyling, I'm going to give you guys one of my secrets that I do occasionally a lot. I'll wake up. You know, the first prayer in the morning is like 6:30, but sometimes I'll even wake up earlier, like 4 o'clock in the morning, and literally go outside where I know there's no one out there. And I'll put, I don't know, my jogging pants on and just run to the park, and I'll literally go sit in the park and freestyle. Just I'll warm my brain up,
just
like,
by yourself,
just by
too.
myself,
Yeah.
like, and I can be as loud as I want. I can go in the garage and just yell or speak on however I want, but then I can tell every time that I do that, it works. You know what I mean? And then reading too. I know like a lot of people don't like reading, and for some odd reason, reading is not cool in this generation, which that's so freaking stupid to me.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people should read and take advantage of.
I think it's huge, yeah. Like, because you're gonna learn new words.
Yeah.
You're gonna learn new ways to put those new words. You know, like it's.
Yeah.
I'm really big into like fictional
Mhm.
books. I can't really get into the self-help books, even though I should. Those are the ones I should like, but I'm not
Yeah.
into them at all. Like, I'm more into like Stephen King, some crazy shit, you know, like it has to grab me and like be hard to put down kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I got a few favorite books. One of them is, of course, the dictionary. I think everyone should take the time to read through it.
Oh,
Not
that's a good
necessarily
idea.
read it
Just
all.
read through it. Yeah.
And then also go read the Bible, go read the Quran, go read everything. Like anything that they're spitting facts, read it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because they don't give you everything you're supposed to know in school. Honestly, no disrespect on the
Nothing
schools.
that they should.
Yeah, you think? I mean, if I was
Shit,
to ask
I
you
thought
guys,
that George Washington's teeth were made out of wood until I went to Baltimore and saw them live. You know, like they're
Jeez.
the shit they teach you is like fairy tales. It's not
Exactly.
like the real life shit.
Exactly. Zachary Mason. Are you familiar with him?
Mm-mm. What's he say?
Everyone needs to go tap in with him too,
Mhm.
because he's one of the reasons too I started rap. He was my foster brother, and like he would like be in the room, and he'd be like, "Little bro, I'm finna leave," and like I knew he wasn't supposed to leave because he was foster, but I never told because he was my brother, you know.
Yeah.
So he would leave, put the basketball there over the thing, and leave. But I
No way.
he
in the
would
bed.
go do music and like come back, and he'll tell me all of his dope stories. So shout out to him. He's been doing a lot in the town too, Zachary, and I feel like they don't give him enough recognition. Zachary Mason. And,
I know that name. Okay.
Yeah, he has his own like record company and stuff, and I just feel like a lot of people don't show him like a lot of.
We'll have to get him on the show.
We need to get him
Fuck
on the
yeah,
show.
I'm down.
Absolutely.
I'll get his contact info from you guys.
I'll give it to you when we leave for sure.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, and that's
all
so
about.
dope that you had Delgado on there on your last show.
That's my
one
cousin too.
That's one of my biggest
yeah.
supporters right there. Shout out to Delgado
I know.
Gang.
He's
You know, the
such
whole
a
team.
good guy.
Giannis has a show this Sunday at Kelly's Olympian, so go and check that out for sure.
Kelly's is dope. Have you performed there?
No, but
The
I'm
sound is
And
really
shout out
good.
to my boy Just Wild, Justin.
It's better than the.
The
other-
sound is amazing at Kelly's. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
It's
a
a
vibe.
It's like a small little spot. It's a little smaller than the other spot. When it comes to the actual like show side, they have a bar and then show.
So do you think on the 17th I should bring my own DJ with the Sony?
No, so like they got a DJ and stuff. It's mainly just they need monitors and new mics. That's what that
Monitors
spot
and new
needs.
mics,
Like maybe
okay.
if they'll let you bring your own mic, that would help.
You can rent it from Guitar
That's
Center
the
or
only,
just use
that's
one of
the
mine.
only
Shit.
issue with like that Hillsborough spot. But I noticed that almost everyone has been having all their shows there.
It's been lit.
So and it's a good spot. I
Yeah.
honestly like it. For me, it's all back roads all the way there. So I love
Yeah.
that spot.
Yeah, I love it too.
Oh, shout out to my boy Nick and Drew from Bad Habitat because they're gonna be
Yeah.
performing tonight,
Yeah.
and we're probably gonna be checking that
Yeah,
out tonight after the
definitely.
studio.
Yeah, isn't Raise the Bridges gonna be there too?
Yeah, you know it, you
Yeah.
know it. Yep.
And I'm sitting over here like I've never heard of these artists, but I can't wait to fucking see them tonight.
They're
like,
so good live.
Bad Habitat is
I know Bad Habitat. I think I've
ridiculous.
seen him last
Yeah,
night.
and then Scotty P, that's the homie
Yep.
that I ended up at his house that night. I got wasted.
Scotty P. I think he was there last.
Oh,
night.
that's who you were talking about.
Yeah,
oh, then
I
I wouldn't have said nothing.
I showed up at his house, yeah, and woke up.
Zone to the rescue.
I think I woke up in Benny's bed.
Zone.
They called me Goldilocks because I kept like getting up and moving when I was shit faced, and then I like woke up in Homeboy's bed.
This Zone guy, we need to come together.
He's sick tonight. I
Yeah.
hit him up. Yeah, he was gonna go to that show, but he has a
Someone
cold.
else. There was an artist last night, and she was like the
Well, when you got a cold
dopest
these
artist
days, it's like
last night.
COVID.
Yeah,
well,
no,
you never know. So
I'm glad that he's doing okay. And
Yeah, for
Yeah.
he didn't make it because it would have probably risked everyone else. But
yeah,
someone mentioned his name last night. Another artist. They
Yeah.
were like, "Do you know Zone?" And I'm
you
like,
better. Like,
they're like, he's like the dopest guy in the world. I'm like, I haven't like met him, but I definitely need
dude,
to.
he changed my life.
So-
So when I met him, I wasn't doing music at all. I was in this weird, like, depressive state, just being a mom. And then somebody dared me to enter a contest, and then I met him and recorded it. And ever since then, I've just been back at it. Like
Where's
we
this
just
guy at?
we
Meet-
just
meet this
became
guy.
like best friends. Like he's literally like my brother. Like I can actually talk to him about like personal shit. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Mhm.
Like one of those people that actually cares, and I care about him. You know, where like we got each other's back, kind of thing.
For sure.
Well, I don't want to keep
Absolutely.
Andrew here for too long. This conversation has been fucking dope. Any more shout
You
outs,
were
you guys?
good. I'm comfortable now.
I know. That's
And
the one
I mean,
thing.
I've never been in a vibe like this before, situation
Yeah.
or whatever. First, I was a little nervous, but
And
now
then
I'm like,
it's like
what's up?
you
What's going on? I got my
know.
clown. Cool.
Well, and that's part of the thing that I want to just a heads up for some people who watch pretty often is I'm thinking of changing it up where it's less often, but more like longer, and maybe add some like how we rapped on it today. That was like the first time we've done that. So I want to get more of
Jeez.
that. I want to get like some games going
Yeah.
on, make it fun.
Well, you're a creative person, and
We'll
I look
find
forward
something
to
out.
how you grow this platform.
Maybe
Definitely.
lower my chair. No, I'm just
Quavo.
kidding.
Shout out to Quavo too.
Yeah, he was watching that live earlier, and he said, "I see you, little bro." So
Oh,
yeah,
for
shout out to
sure.
Quavo too. That's my boy.
Quavo he's traveled state to state.
Quavo,
Yep.
you're
Richie
talking about.
Quavo?
Okay, yeah.
He's
He is
traveled.
really dope.
He's called me one day and said, "Yo, I'm in Santa Monica. Where you at?" I said, "I'm in Santa Monica." And then one day I was in Seattle. He's like, "Where you at?" He's like, "I'm in Seattle." It's just I don't know.
He like sees your post and he's like, I know where you are.
But it's dope. It's cool how he's all over the world.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think. He always wears his hair back, right?
Yeah, with the
Yeah, and it always looks so lit.
yeah.
Shout out. Like, it always looks lit. Whoever does
Shout
your
out,
hair, or
Quavo.
even if you do it yourself, I don't know. But it looks amazing all the time. Anytime I've ever seen him, yeah. But hell yeah, last shout out. Where can everybody find you?
So it's DAPZ Music Hits on Facebook, and then same thing for Instagram. I literally just made my Instagram yesterday. See, something else that I'll end with here is the last time I posted music was on freaking MySpace. MySpace. And then they lost all of our music. I mean,
Yeah.
some of it's still there through this Dragon Horde or whatever,
Yeah.
but I literally lost so much music. A lot of it was kind of garbage. I mean, let's just be honest, because I was
mean,
like
it was back in
23,
2012.
24 years old, something like that. But yeah, I got a lot of new stuff coming. A lot of it with this guy, a lot. Like, since he's been in town for like a week, we probably have 6-7 new projects.
Yeah, you
like
knock
we've
them
been
out.
busy.
You go wild.
And that's just with me. That's not
Yeah.
talking the other 12 studios he's at.
Yeah. You don't fuck around. You like get shit done.
Zero
I love
games.
it. When I found out I'm in it. You know what I mean? And I'm in it to win it. I can't. There's like not even if you get pissed off, there's not any going back. You gotta just like
You just got to put that into the music.
every day. Yeah, every
even if
single
it
day.
is a bad day. Like some chick was asking me, she's like, "It's like you're such a nice person. It doesn't seem like your music lines up with you." And I'm like,
Mhm.
"You realize that my music is like my therapy, right? So instead of going to fucking fight somebody, I fucking take it to the booth, all right? Like
Exactly. I
you know?
said
Exactly.
that. I said that in a rap. I said, let me see if I can remember. I said this when I was 25. I said I'm 25. I never cared about the fame. I just don't ever want to die without having a name. So like,
yeah,
I don't care about all the stuff that comes with it. I just more care about leaving a legacy for people to remember me for what I do. Because believe it or not, and I know this sounds real like fucked up, but the only thing in life promises death.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So you got to take advantage of everything. If you're not taking advantage of the opportunities that the grass is always greener on the other side. There's always, if you're making $100,000 here, you can go make $250,000 over there, and
Yeah.
maybe $100,000 more over there. But you never know until you step out of your comfort zone. So I just advise everyone.
He's
just
been
to-
pushing me to do that lately. He's
So
been pushing me to
crazy.
do that. As soon as
To
he
get
heard
out of
that
your
song
comfort
left at the
zone?
party that me and my boy Mike, shout out to Prophetic, he was like, "Bro, we got to perform this." And I'm like, "Man, I don't know if I'm ready to perform that. I've never actually performed."
pressure.
He's like, "Never." I'm
Pressure.
like, "Maybe karaoke." And he's
Do
like,
it.
nah, that
he
pressure,
laughed.
bro.
He laughed. Yeah, it's next Friday.
Yeah.
Mhm.
First time ever.
And-
I'm gonna kill it.
Dude, you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
rock
fine.
it.
You're gonna be fine. All you need is a couple of your homies with you, and then if you're ever feeling weird, just make eye contact with them. I'm serious.
Yep.
Like that one night
Or
when
close
I
your
was
eyes.
performing and no one really like knew. I mean, because some people knew who I was, but then I popped up and no one knew I was gonna be there, kind of thing. Like I just kept looking over at my homegirl Kelsey anytime I felt nervous, because remember I kept forgetting a couple things.
Yeah, like a few small
Oh,
times.
dude, I'm a total stoner these days. I forget shit all the time. And I wasn't ready. I didn't practice or anything or rehearse or anything. And so, yeah, whenever you're feeling that type of way, just look at your homies and make sure when you roll up somewhere to just bring at least one or two really good people. With
See,
you.
I'm so lucky to be blessed to have somebody like vibe in my corner,
Mhm.
Delgado. It's just, man, like I'm so lucky to be able to have people there to like catch me and be like, "No, don't do that. Do it like
Yeah.
this," you know?
Yeah, it's because
So,
good people know good people.
Yes.
When they
Yeah.
see them, they can feel it,
Yeah.
Well, that's what's up, dude. I just want to say thank you guys for coming through. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate
Thank you so
it.
much. I
yeah,
appreciate
I'm
you,
definitely
Rekka.
gonna have to have you back on again soon. Too.
Oh yeah, we're working. You know, for those out there, we have something going on. All three of us, just be on the lookout. We have something going on.
Yeah.
So just be on the lookout.
Be ready.
Be ready.
All right, and we're gonna close out with one of your tracks too. It's yeah, I'm from Portland. So have a good one, guys.
I love this song.
Be safe.
Portland.
When you say nothing, boy, we get it jumping at the functions. Bitch, I'm from Portland. Where the hoes still ignore you, but it's still beautiful and gorgeous. Say, I'm from Portland. Where we sell it off the porch. Look, they calling me Hassan, not Hadan, dropping bombs. If you don't know about me, you better ask your mom. See, I'm coming super smooth like a baby's behind. I'm killing all these beats, so I'm serving ahead of time. Look, I'm from Portland. When you say nothing, boy, we get it jumping at the functions. Bitch, I'm from Portland. Where the hoes still ignore you, but it's still beautiful and gorgeous. Say, I'm from Portland. Where we sell it off the porch, just to cop Ferraris and Porsches. Bitch, I'm from Portland.